Hey, welcome back to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith. We're in the Bakersfield Speedway segment. Scott Schweitzer cannot join us. We've got Brian Smith, one of the announcers out there. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing fine, Mike. Thanks for having me.
And what got you into this announcing thing?
It all started by me trying to sell hot dogs and hamburgers for Ron Schmidt for his Girl Scouts or for the 4-H club, and all the money goes to donations. So just get the drivers in and the crews in, have them come in, just donate whatever they can donate, and it's all they can eat.
Yeah.
And I did that at the Thanksgiving Thunder in 2015.
Oh, so then it parlayed into that. You go out there, and now you're stuck on Saturday nights having to work with Sully.
And you know what the funny thing is? I watched him as a child with Mesa Marin, and he's an awesome guy to work with.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
So you were out there Saturday night. The USAC Midgets rolled into town. We had Ronnie Gardner came on the show last week, called into the show, and he won 2 of the 3 races out there last year. But I think the interesting thing he said on last week's show is, and I didn't know, he says this is his, I think, 4th or this is going into his 5th season with his team. And he says, I don't think I've ever finished worse than 1st or 2nd at Bakersfield Speedway.
I tell you, he made it look like he does it for a job. Actually, it is a job, but I mean, he made it look so smooth. I'll tell you.
And he comes out here and go ahead and roll the couple of these slides, Chris, of the midgets here, the races, and 3 wide. And it's something you probably didn't see too often, but there it is again, 3 wide.
3 wide.
And there's Ronnie in the 68 car. And a familiar pose for him at Bakersfield Speedway. Obviously, happy dude. But
Yep.
I was where was I Saturday night? Oh, at a hockey game.
Okay.
And I was following it on Twitter, and I saw the lineup. And I saw Ronnie was starting on the inside, I think, of the 4th row.
Yes.
I thought, well, maybe he doesn't win this race. And find out.
He made it look
Yeah, he
great.
won.
Let me tell you.
How long did it take him to get up front?
Not very long at all. Let me tell you. I think it was like maybe 4 laps.
Really?
And he was already on the top side and just
He
taking
just-
off.
He went to the top side,
And
went up
he's-
to the cushion, and
And he said bye.
"See ya."
Yep. Pretty
so,
much.
So Michael Johnson finished 2nd. Was he even close?
He was up there, but there's a lot of lap cars kind of in between, so it would be a struggle for him to get up there and try to get that position from Ronnie Gardner.
Then Nick Foss, Frankie Garani, and then Terry Nichols out of Delano finished 5th. That's a pretty
Yeah.
good run for
Yes.
Terry. Is a lot of yellows, or was it pretty clean?
Well, there was a few in the very, very beginning, but the one that was the worst was Randy Pankratz spun down the front straightaway, collecting Terry Nichols and a couple other people, and then that's when the 18 car flipped. I can't remember who that was, but it was kind of like weird because we was talking at the end of the race, and Doug goes, "I didn't even see that car till he started flipping in front of him," but it was really crazy.
Yeah, because that's what happens to the open wheel cars. They'll flip once in a while. Yeah, 23 midgets, so pretty good turnout. A little less than Ronnie thought might be there for opening day, but still 23 is a strong field in this day and age of race cars. And he had 24 sport mods come out for their season opener. And awesome shot here. Once again, 3 wide. I think that says something about the racetrack.
These two right here, they
And
raced real hard
this
all
looks
night.
like it because Nick Spain Howard in the 40 car on the inside. That's Jason Nation on the outside there. And look how good those cars look early in the season. Clean, brand new graphics. I mean, what a car. And Jason, as we might mention here, he's getting a hug from Nick Spain Howard after winning. Jason is the proud daddy of triplets. He had triplets
yes.
over the off
Yep,
season, so
that's awesome.
he's probably not getting a lot of sleep.
No, I don't think so.
No, so I figured when I saw that photo from Tom, I used that for the victory circle
Yes.
rather than
Well,
the standard one because I said, well, that had to be a pretty good race.
The guys at Bakersfield are pretty good. They got a good camaraderie with the drivers that locally race in Bakersfield and stuff. You see a lot of that now, so I think that's great.
That's a good deal. And next to Spain, Howard comes in 2nd. Go ahead and show that again. Lee Jensen, 3rd. Gary Dutton and Tina Pounds. A pretty good run for Tina, 5th in Sport Mods. But a solid field of Sport Mods out there for sure.
Oh yeah, I think we was all surprised with the number of cars that showed up.
And then we had the Mod Lights there, and they're all got looking. Oop, that 11 looks fast, I think.
Yep.
Out there, yep, that 11 looks really fast. And as we'll see here, that's Zach Forrester in the 11 car.
Yep.
Won. He didn't win a lot last year.
No, but you never can expect.
But I don't know how
anything.
much it was Zach and stuff. But I'm starting to feel a little pain for Anthony Balcazar. The kid is finishing second. He has not won yet, and he keeps knocking on the door. Jeff Thompson third, Jerry Flippo, who won a bajillion races last year, and J.D. Brown came in fifth. But Anthony's there.
Oh yeah, I tell you, he's a top contender in this division, and he will have his day in victory lane. I guarantee you.
Yeah, and I'm waiting because I think he's probably going to celebrate it. Maybe he'll be calm and cool, but he's knocking on the door. So good for Anthony. So then we also had the IMCA stocks there. Not a huge turnout for the IMCA stocks. I thought there might be some more cars. A lot of talk about cars being built over the winter and new cars, but a little something different here. That's Chad Johnson in the 11th car, 111 there in victory lane. Yep. Because last year it was always Steven Johnson, but Steven had a bit of a problem this race, I think.
I don't know what happened, but he did not finish too well in this one.
Yeah, he was last in the field. So you had Chad Johnson, Devin Jones, Troy Petit, Alan Menendez, and Mike Hill Jr., 59 car. But Chad, last year, that was his first years, and he started, about mid-season, started running some of the cars. I think, isn't he out of the stable with everybody else?
Oh yeah, he's an ex-champion at Bakersfield Speedway in hobby stocks. So for him to get in that,
he just said, it's going to take me a little while, and he was looking to run a little better, and there he is. So he's got the first win to start the season. But it's a pretty competitive division.
Yes, and
pretty fast race cars as well.
Yes, most definitely.
A little different than a hobby stock. Got some things coming up here. You also had the NMRA midgets. Bruce Hiroshima. He wins a lot out there.
Yes, he does. He's a great guy, really nice guy.
And those midgets are 3/4 midgets are what they are, and they pretty much don't let off the throttle.
Oh yes, and they love Bakersfield Speedway. That's what we've been told every week.
It's pretty good fit for it. They like racing there. Got the modifieds, pro stocks, hobby stocks, American stocks, mini stocks, and everybody gets a ticket for a free Coke.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to turn in your ticket because you only get one.
Yeah.
So that's the way. But the modifieds, they're back for their second race of the season. Pro stocks will be making their debut. Hobbies, Americans, and minis are all back for their seconds. In the modified race, they opened with a really, really good race. Ethan Dotson holding off Brad Pounds.
Yes.
Ethan was running the high side. Brad was running low. Brad would kind of get an edge in a couple corners. Journey could get down low in 1 and 2, but just couldn't find the bite to get ahead. And then Ethan would power out at 3 and 4 and have the lead again. And that's how that race went on for lap after lap as it wound down in the modifieds. So looking for some pretty good racing in that division.
Oh, most definitely. With all the guys from Bakersfield, it's going to be fantastic this year.
And the pro stocks, don't know, it's their first race of the season, so you never know what you get there. But Lee Jensen's going to be back with his 57 Chevy, which isn't the most aerodynamically correct race car.
Yes.
But it's probably the most picturesque
it's an
pro stock.
Yes.
You look out there and you go, dang, that looks like a 57 Chevy, because they took a lot of work to make the car look really period correct. And it's pretty boxy compared to the other race cars, but it's definitely a fun car to watch out there.
And it gets the job done.
and I don't know, is Brady Bell going to be there?
Yeah, probably have Brady Bell, Tina Bell.
Billy Simpkins is there.
Simpkins.
I know, I saw on Facebook. He said he's reworking his. He's kind of have a wedge-looking car. He says, rules are rules, folks. He's taking off a little of the wedge look of it and bringing it down a little bit. He went with a 80s style. He was trying to emulate on his car was the style of like the 80 late models and stuff. And so
kind of like a wedge
look on that. So a lot of different stuff there, but those are fast race cars.
Most definitely, and they're really good to. I like to watch them. I mean, I remember them as a kid, and they were pretty cool. I loved them. Older cars are cool.
Got that, and once again, hobby stocks. The first hobby stock race was entertaining. It started very entertaining with a little dust up on the first lap, and it ended with a little punt and run, and Michael Scruggs out of Porterville winning after Raymond Nolan Jr.
Pretty much led the whole thing
from start to until about 2 laps to go.
Yep.
Or maybe about 5 laps to go, and somebody said they would have liked to have been at the Denny's that night up in Porterville.
I don't think I would want to be at that Denny's in Porterville. I mean, I'm good.
And I just like I think Scruggs was non-apologetic.
He was very quiet in Victory Lane.
No, he was non-apologetic. He says,
No,
"Hey,
he was not.
No, he says, "Hey, it's Rubbins racing."
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see what transpires in hobby stocks this weekend. Then we also go ahead and show that slide again, Chris, of what's coming up. We got the American stocks, and I think Johnson won that first race, so he'll be looking for that. And then mini stocks, it was Doug Shepard, so he'll be looking to double up. He ran well last year, obviously. Yeah. He runs well all the time, and a good field of mini stocks for that first race out there. Yeah, there were like 20 of them or something for that opening night. So they're going to come back and looking for another good field there.
Yep, it's going to be another great night at Bakersfield Speedway, let me tell you.
Okay, it's going to be 6 o'clock out there. Remember, it's a free Coke night, and we'll get a little ahead of ourselves. Got about 20 seconds here, but late models make their debut the week after that.
Yes.
So March 25th is going to be the first time the late models hit the track, and those are the fastest stock cars.
And I think that's the Camp Out for Cancer night.
And it's Camp Out for Cancer night. So get out to Bakersfield Speedway Saturday night. You're going to see some dirt track racing, and we'll catch you next week.